Hell, the Chargers were able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in week 1 of the NFL season. But did they put themselves in the AFC Contender conversation?
It's football time.
Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast. The sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we're talking about the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers, of course, won week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs, making Jim Harbaugh still undefeated in season openers, which I did not know that at first. But the Chargers now have a good span ahead of them as they take on the Raiders next week. They then go on to take on the Broncos, Giants, Commanders, and then the Dolphins, the Colts. But after that week 1 win, did the Chargers put themselves in the AFC Contender conversation? I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if y'all do enjoy this video, do me a favor, smash the button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the Chargers. The Chargers. I think they may have put themselves in that conversation because Herbert was amazing yesterday. He played a phenomenal game. He only had 9 incomplete passes and threw a hat trick of touchdowns. 2 of them to Johnston and 1 to Keenan Allen. But I gotta give respect to the Chargers today because the Chargers went into Brazil in a road environment, even though it was a home game for them. It did not seem like it because of all the Kansas City fans on the road in Brazil. They went down and just took out the defending AFC champs in the Kansas City Chiefs that happened to be in their division.
Let's bury the hat, I say. Let's bury the hatchet, but not in anyone's head, boy. Hatchet, head. But that's a joke, boy. You missed it. Went right past you. You gotta keep on your toes. What toes, that is? The fast ones get right by you. Keep your ears open. Yappity, yappity, yap. I can't get a word in edgeways. Talk, talk, talk. But no wonder you're not sharp.
The Chargers put themselves in the conversation. Now, am I saying they're a top 5 contender in the AFC? No. Am I saying that they're still going to win the division ahead of Denver and ahead of Kansas City? No. What I'm saying is this team is a growing threat. And yesterday's game on Friday night, proved it. They just went in and beat Mahomes after losing 7 straight games to the Chiefs. And they went out in there and beat them. Their offense was cooking. The defense was doing their part. This offense is being highly underestimated. You got Johnston that actually didn't drop any balls yesterday and actually looked relatively solid. You, of course, got Keenan Allen returning to the squad. You got Uncle Will Disley. I still liked him when he was in Seattle. Once a Seahawk, always a Seahawk. I still like me some Will Disley. Amarion Hampton. That man was outstanding yesterday. Now, did he have 100 yards rushing? No. But he was solid. He was running the ball effectively. This man was bulldozing guys over on Kansas City. And their next game, they play against Geno and the Raiders. That's going to be a big-time game because whenever the Chargers have faced the Raiders, they've always struggled. And not to mention that beatdown that they sustained against them when it was almost 70 points. But then you got the Broncos. I'll say this. The Chargers put me on notice of them last night, on Friday night. I will say this much. If they go and beat the Commanders, beat the Broncos once, if they can beat the Eagles, Chiefs one more time, the Texans, and the Broncos, I I think they can probably win a playoff game. Because if they do win the division, they'll have a home game, which normally is not really a home game because it's in SoFi. But what is really encouraging here is how that offense was able to perform. Johnston was outstanding yesterday. Now, as long as he can continue playing that way, then he'll be just fine. But if they win the division, they'll have one team coming into their house, which is obviously going to be a road game for them because SoFi is always packed with road fans, and even for the Rams as well. But if they win the division and they host a team, whether it's Kansas City, whether it's Denver, whether it's Jacksonville, whether it's New England, whether it's any team outside of that conference, if they have home field advantage, it's something they never had. Not against the Jaguars, not against the Texans. If they get home field advantage, more Charger fans are going to show up. If they can get back to relevancy, back during their time when they were in San Diego, they will draw more fans back to the Chargers. They'll have fans going from San Diego just to go up to LA to see the Chargers. If they do this and the Chargers get to the playoffs, if it's a home game, that'll be good. If it's a road game, they'll have to have a little more on their plate. If they go into the playoffs and win a playoff game, that's a successful year for the Chargers. Because we're not expecting them to compete for a Super Bowl right now. We're not expecting them to compete for an AFC championship right now. If they can win a playoff game with Jim Harbaugh in only his second year back in the NFL and his second year with the Chargers, there's going to be a lot of expectations for the Chargers. There's going to be a lot of expectations. The Chargers are a growing team, and they're a team that could probably win a Super Bowl. They are a team that can probably win. And if they win in and beat Kansas City just on Friday night in Brazil, they can beat anyone. But of course, we'll have to wait and see what the Chargers look like when they go into the playoffs. But the Chargers are coming, folks. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the Chargers put themselves in the AFC Contender conversation? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor. Smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.